4.7. If ET is drawn, calculate the size of E angle TM. So we're looking angle T. I'm going to solve this question three methods. So let's do the first method. So let me draw first ET. He said because ET is drawn. So the E is here and T is here. ET is drawn. There's ET drawn. Now we need to find this angle here, this angle T. Right. So I'm going to use the first method, analytical geometry, angle between two lines. Angle of inclination I'm going to use, and that's the first method. And you can attempt any method. I'm going to show you three way. So this is the first way, this is the first method. Right. Now you must understand the angle of inclination, which we're using now analytical geometry. Angle between two lines. So this is your x-intercept. This is your x-intercept. So this is your x-axis, and say this is now two lines, and angle between two lines is alpha. So the main angle of inclination theta 2, and then we got this line theta 1, and we have to find the alpha. So theta 2 minus theta 1, and that's going to be angle A. So this is angle between two lines. So angle of inclination, I draw the horizontal x-axis here. So this is now my x-axis, horizontal line. So the gradient of ET if you're gonna find, and then we can find angle of inclination, which is gonna be this one, and then the gradient of CM if you find, and that's gonna be angle of inclination is TM. And now from this big one we're gonna minus the small one, then we get this angle T here. Then this angle we're gonna get angle T. Right. So now we need to find the coordinates of T. So T lies on the circle, and we have the equation of the circle here. And if you can find the equation of MC, and this is the point of intersection of the circle and equation of MC, and then we can find the missing coordinates of T, and from there we can solve the question further. Now, so first we must find the gradient of MC, and then we'll find the equation of MC, y is equal to y is equal to mx plus c. So we have the equation of the circle. This is going to be my number one. And so we have the coordinates of M and C. We need to find the gradient first in order to find the equation of the MC line. So y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, that formula I'm going to use, negative 5, negative 0 over negative 7 and negative 5. I simplify, my answer is going to be 1 over 2. So I have the gradient of this. Now I'm going to substitute, and we need to find the M and C. So anyone you can substitute M or C. I'm going to choose, I'm going to substitute M, which is 3 and 0 into this equation. Y minus y1 is equal to M x minus x1 into this formula. So the gradient we have 1 over 2. So this is x, this is y. Y minus 0 is equal to 1 over 2 x minus 3. Now I simplify, y is equal to 1 over 2x, and multiply inside, it become negative 3 over 2. So this is my number 2. This is the equation of MC. Now, so the T is the point of intersection. Let's remember, T is the point of intersection. So I'm going to equate this equation of the circle and the equation of MC. Now, so we already got, if we equate we need to solve simultaneously. So we already have the y is isolated, so I'm going to put a y. This is very popular concept we use in analytical geometry. So this y I'm going to substitute into the circle equation and place of y, then I will find the x value. Now, so x negative 3 square plus place of y gonna be a 1 over 2 x minus 3 over 2 square is equal to 25. I'm gonna simplify here this one. This is gonna be x square, perfect square formula I'm gonna open, minus 6x plus 9. And I'm gonna do same thing this side. This is gonna be a 1 over 4x square and minus 3 over 2x and plus 9 over 4 is equal to 25. I open up the perfect square formula. So I further simplify, so like terms. So this is, I'm standing now here, and now I need to simplify more further here. This is going to be 5 over 4 x square minus 15 over 2x. Must remember this x on top, x square on top, and this is x also on top, plus, so it's going to be negative. I'm using my calculator. Negative 55 over 4 is equal to 0. Now I need to get rid of the denominator. Multiply by 4. It's going to be a 5x square, and this is going to be a 30x minus 55 is equal to 0. I can see here, I can still, the as 5 is common, I can divide by 5. It's going to be x square minus 6x minus 11 is equal to 0. Now, so I can't factorize. I'm going to use the quadratic formula here. So I'm going to use the quadratic formula here. So I'm going to substitute all the value into this formula. So I substitute all the value into this formula. Now I'm going to simplify with the calculator. After I simplify, so 3 negative 2 multiply 5 root, or is going to be x is equal to 3 plus 2 multiply 5 root. One time I add, one time minus. Now I need to choose the value here, which one I'm going to take. Must remember t lies on the third quad, which is x value going to be negative. So this is not applicable, only this one I'm going to use. So this we have the x value now. So I'm going to find the y value. To find the y value, so I'm going to substitute into the equation y is equal to mx plus c. You can substitute into circle also, but I choose the y is equal to mx plus c. 1 over 2. So place of x going to be 3 negative 2 multiply 5 root and minus 3 over 2. Remember, we need to substitute. I substitute into this equation number 2. Now, so I use my calculator. So the y value gonna be equal to, one time I use the calculator, negative 5 root. So this is my y value. So therefore t is gonna be a, therefore coordinates of t is 3 negative 2 5 root negative 5 root. You can write in decimal place also. If you want to write, you can write in decimal also this answer. Now we have the coordinates of t, so I'm gonna find gradient of et, and the gradient of tm is, we already have. Why? Because mtc lies on the straight line, and they are collinear points, so their gradient is equal. So mc gradient is also the gradient of mt, so whole line gradient is same. So I'm gonna use mt. So the gradient of mt we already have 1 over 2. So I need to find the gradient of et. So we have the gradient of cm or tm, same thing. So we have need to find the gradient of et. So e coordinates we have now. So the gradient of et I'm gonna find. You can write this one in decimal also. So y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So it's gonna be negative 5 root minus 3 over 3 negative 2 5 root x2 minus x1. Negative negative become positive because this negative 1. I'm gonna simplify. After I simplify, answer is 11 plus 5 multiply 5 root over 2. So now I need to find the angle of inclination MC. So and I'm gonna use that's gonna be equal to 10. I'm gonna use the 10 to find the angle of inclination, and this one also ET. I'm gonna find the angle of inclination of ET also. So I'm gonna use the 10. Obviously the gradient is equal to 10. So I give the name beta. So I give the name beta 10. Beta is gonna be equal to MCM, and that is MCM. We have got 1 over 2. So therefore beta is gonna be equal to 10 inverse 1 over 2, and that's gonna be equal to, I use my calculator, 26,57 degree. So beta cm, beta cm. Now I'm gonna use 10 beta. This time is gonna be et. Beta et is equal to gradient of et. Now gradient of et we have 11 plus 5 multiply 5 root over 2. So I'm gonna use find the gradient. I'm gonna find the angle. So it's gonna be 10 inverse 11 plus 5 multiply 5 root over 2. Use my calculator. So answer is 84,85 degree. This is my answer. Now must remember we need to find this angle. We're looking at this angle. So this one is a ET, the main one. So from the beta ET, so minus the angle MC, small one, and then it will give me this red one, angle T. Now must remember this is beta ET. So the beta ET, that's I give the angle name beta. So ET we got 84,85 degree minus that angle 26,57 degree beta cm, and that will give me 58,28 degree. So that's gonna be a angle T E angle TM. So this is my final answer. Second method, I can use the trigonometry cos rule. I can apply cos rule here because EM is a radius which is 5, MT is a radius which is 5. I need to find the length of ET, then I can find the angle T. I can apply the cos rule. Now still we need coordinates of T. So therefore circle equation and the equation of the MC you're gonna equate, and you're gonna find the coordinates of T. You're gonna find use simultaneous equation, and after that you don't need to use the angle between two lines, angle of inclination. You can use a cos rule. I'll show you how to do this method. So I'm gonna apply the distance formula between these 2 points, and then that's gonna be my length of ET, 3 negative x2 minus x1 square, 3 minus 2, 5 root minus minus become positive, plus 1 square plus y2 minus y1, negative 5 root, negative 3 square root. Use my calculator. Answer gonna be 5,26. You can use in decimal. You can write the answer in decimal. So I'm gonna use this formula now. Cos rule: a square is equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a, and this is formula gonna be in your information sheet. Because we got 1, 2, 3 sides, so we need to find the angle T, so I can apply the cos rule. Must remember, you can always manipulate these formulas. First you write the straight formula, that's the easy way, and after that you can find the cos. So I'm looking angle T, opposite side is EM, so EM square is equal to all the other side. Then I'm gonna apply the cos rule to find the angle T. So I'm gonna substitute all of these values here. So I'm gonna substitute all the values here. So 5 square is equal to, it is also we already find now 5,26 square plus tm is radius 5 square minus 2. Et we got 5,26 and tm we got 5, and the cos etm we need to find. Now I can manipulate this formula, and this becomes this side minus, that's become this side positive, so become 2 5,26 and multiply 5 cos etm is equal to 5,26 square plus 5 square, this become negative 5 square. I can see these two is cancelled, and now cos etm is equal to 5,26 square over 2 multiply 5,26 multiply 5. I'm gonna solve with calculator, so it comes 0,526, and that's cos etm. Therefore etm angle T is gonna be equal to cos inverse 0,526. So the answer is gonna be a 58,26. I use my calculator. After the decimal, if 2 or 3, even after the comma got a little bit different, even can be 76, it doesn't matter, so as long as left hand side is 58. So this is my final answer through a cos rule. This is the method 3, which we can use also Euclidean geometry. SSL is triangle, because EM is equal to TM. Now you need to pay attention, listen carefully. So I can apply this, EM is radius and MT is radius. So this is a equal side. SSL is triangles, so angle is going to be equal. So angle E and angle T going to be equal. So if I can find angle M here, this angle, so then I can use sum of angles in triangle to find the isosceles triangle angle. Now to find this angle, I can use angle of inclination because on x-axis. So EMX, so this angle here, I'm gonna apply angle of inclination. But now you can see this line left to right. So is the gradient gonna be a negative, you coming down. So now, so I have to add 180. So this is going to be angle here. Now this is angle on straight line. 180 minus this angle, that will give you this angle here inside here. This one. Or must remember, angle of inclination is anti-clockwise. So right to left. But the clockwise left to right. So this is going to be left to right inside here. So answer is going to be negative. Then you can apply modulus absolute value, and that will give it negative. You can convert it into the positive. And obviously this is going to be empty, the MTC collinear points. So whole gradient of this MC gradient also gonna be gradient of MT. So whole line gradient is same. So the gradient of MC is equal to gradient of MT. So which is, we already have 1/2. So I show you this question two ways. Look here. So I'm gonna find the angle of inclination. This one here, right? EMX. So I'm gonna find here. So obviously you coming down, this is going to be a negative, so we have to add 180. So remember earlier we found gradient of ME, which is -3/4 in question 4.2. In 4.2, right? So we're going to use that. So we have gradient of ME or EM is same thing. We have is equal to -3/4. So angle of inclination is going to be here. But remember tan is equal to that, so it's tan. We need to find the angle of inclination, EMX. So this angle, so it's gonna be EMX. That's gonna be a -3/4 equal to this. So the angle of EMX gonna be is tan inverse -3/4. So plus 180 degree, because it's negative. It's gonna be in second quadrant is negative. So it's you can say one, or you can ignore the sign. First find the tan, then you 180 minus that angle, or you can add 180. Same thing. So you can first find the tan, ignore the sign 3/4, which is going to be a 36,87, and then you have to minus from 180, because this is a in second quadrant is negative, or you can one time put in the calculator negative and you plus 180, same thing. So shift tan -3/4 plus 180 is going to be 143,13. So 143,13 degree. Now let's remember, this is here now. This is here 143,13 degree. But now angle on straight line, 180 minus this one, because we need this angle here. We need this angle. So it give me 36,87. So angle on straight line. So 36,87 angle on straight line. Now but remember, you can give the angle name. You can say beta. Beta. You can say beta EM. I can give the name angle beta EM or ME, same thing. Even you can say here tan angle beta EM, same thing. Or you can do second thing here, because now this angle you need to find. So you can go a clockwise. You're going this way. So must remember this is anti-clockwise. Like this, anti-clockwise. This is going other way, clockwise. Now obviously answer gonna be negative here. So this time gonna be a, so shift 10 negative 304, answer gonna be negative 36 comma 87. So this time gonna be a answer gonna be a negative, because clockwise. So I apply, so the angle EM gonna be negative 36 comma 87 degree. I apply modulus or absolute value to uh, making positive, so it's gonna be positive 36 comma 87 degree. Now must remember, the idea of absolute is that doesn't matter if you move to the right to get to the positive 36 comma 87, or you move to the left to get to the negative 36 comma 87. Absolute value only concern about the fact that you moved 36 comma 87. So absolute value only dealing the distance, so absolute value always positive. So we can say that absolute value of negative 36 comma 87 degree is positive 36 comma 87 degree. This is AP math concept. So whenever you need to make negative value positive, you apply to vertical bar. This is sign name is absolute, or you can say modulus, and then negative become positive. Now we need also this angle, because whole angle is gonna be M. We need whole angle. So this is gonna be a anti-clockwise. So M I can find anti-clockwise, MC or MT, same thing. So we have the gradient 1 over 2. I can apply the tan and angle of inclination. So the we have the gradient of MC or MT, same. So we have the gradient of MC. The gradient of MC is equal to the gradient of MT, because they are collinear points. So whole straight line the gradient is same. So I got 1 over 2 the gradient, so I can find the angle of inclination, and this is going to be anti-clockwise, because you can see it's going right direction. So I can apply the angle of inclination here, or even you can extend here, and then they going to be angle of inclination if you don't understand this way. And then whatever we have, then this is vertical opposite, and then that angle gonna be here, same angle, right? So remember, we are busy here, we already got this. So we have uh, gradient of Tm, which is uh, 1 over 2, and then I'm gonna apply tan angle. I'm gonna find Tm, that's gonna be equal to 1 over 2. So the angle beta Tm tan inverse 1 over 2, my answer is gonna be 26,57 degree, right? So we have, this is 26,57 degree, and then we have this one 36,87 degree. Then we add both of these, and that's whole angle M. And now we can use sum of angles in triangle to find angle T, because you must remember this is the isosceles triangle. These both sides are equal, so which means this angle is going to be equal to this angle. So the angle EMT, we add both of these, that we need to find now. EMT, this one and this one we're going to add. There I show you this one and this one we're going to add. EMT. E MT is equal to, add both of these angle 36 comma 87 degree plus 26 comma 57 degree equal to, that give me 63 comma 44 degree. Now, so both of these sides are equal, so these both angles gonna be equal. I'm gonna use sum of angles in triangle, so they are both same. And so 2 ETM plus the 63 comma 44 degree is equal to 180 degree sum of angles in triangle. Angles in triangle. So why I say ETM, because whatever angle is here T, that's gonna be same angle E. So whatever is this angle, the same angle this one. They are same. So that's why I say ETM 2 times ETM, because they are same. So now 2 ATM is equal to 180 degree minus 63 comma 44 degree, and a minus, that's give me 116 comma 56 degree to ATM. So I need to find the ETM. 116 comma 56 degree divided by 2, that will give me 58 comma 28 degree. So this is my final answer through this method. You can see, you can choose any method, which one easy for you. Please like and subscribe my channel. If you have any question, comment below. I will assist you. Have a nice day. In my next video, I will start trigonometry questions.